For as long as historical records have been kept, the three-generation cycle of prosperity to poverty has been a painful story told by almost every family. Only 10% of families have been able to pass on their wealth to future generations. The other 90% have squandered their family's wealth. Most believe the blame lies at the feet of those who inherit the wealth, that they either lack the financial acumen to manage their newfound prosperity, or that they lack the drive and purpose to continue building on the wealth that they've inherited. However, recent studies show that the primary reason for financial loss is a breakdown in communication, a lack of unity within the family, and no fundamental transfer of core beliefs and culture. This has all resulted in the social capital inheritance not being transferred from generation to generation along with the financial capital itself. In light of this, if only 10% of families have managed to pass their wealth to future generations, what do these 10% do differently? For these families, the success was not so much contingent on the financial or estate planning, but they added heritage planning or social capital to their plans. In other words, they prepared their family for their inheritance. In fact, families that have retained their unity and their assets across 3 or more generations have done so through recessions, depressions, and world wars. Heritage planning acknowledges a fundamental reality, namely that there are 2 kinds of inheritance that we pass on to our heirs. The first is a financial inheritance, which is based on financial and estate planning. It prepares and protects your assets for years and passes them on to your children. However, this is only part of the inheritance process, and as studies have begun to show, it is not even the most important side of the equation. It turns out that the most important inheritance we can pass on to our children is an emotional inheritance, the sum total of our history, experience, life lessons, values, traditions, and family stories. Emotional inheritance shapes who we are, defines us as individuals and as a family, and provides a path for us to follow, even through the most difficult times, maintaining both our family and financial integrity for generations to come. Now, for the first time, the link between financial and emotional inheritance is being housed under one policy. Constantia Life and Health has put together a very unique policy that gives you a way to plan the heritage of your family and the financial security of future generations at the same time. The Heritage Preservation Cover gives you policy cover to leave money for your children and future grandchildren, an umbrella trust to secure protection of the capital, a financial, estate, and heritage planning platform to help you plan properly, trustee administration services, family constitution, which is ideal for families that have private equity investments, both equity investments held and those held and managed, bespoke philanthropy initiatives, trust investment services, family heritage trust archive. The cover utilizes a family heritage preservation trust for many beneficial reasons. First, it can protect a beneficiary when they are unable to manage assets on their own behalf. For example, if the beneficiary is a minor or is suffering from physical or emotional disability. Second, the trust can protect beneficiaries from each other, as is the case when beneficiaries can't agree amongst themselves on the way property should be managed or distributed. Third, the trust can provide a beneficiary access to the trust property while keeping it from being subject to estate tax at the beneficiary's death. Finally, the trust can protect trust assets from attachment by a beneficiary's creditors, often including a beneficiary's ex-spouse. Added to this, our financial and estate planning ensures that you pass on your financial inheritance as seamlessly as possible, while being undergirded by Myprotector's heritage planning process. This helps prepare your heirs to receive the benefit of your financial and estate planning so that they can control their inheritance rather than have their inheritance control them. At Constantia Life, this is facilitated through the financial, estate, and heritage planning platform. This platform includes multiple templates which will allow you to record your personal views and values, family history, family links and connections, as well as your personal life story. The platform will also help you create a family mission statement. Done properly, it involves identifying those issues which are most important to you as the grantor, discussing asset management, financial training, education and philanthropy, all while reinforcing the importance of family values and how they get passed on to future generations. Creating a legacy starts by knowing how to plan properly, and with Constantia Life's heritage preservation cover, you are able to uphold this legacy with long-term incentives for certain types of family behavior, to bring continuity in the operation of a closely held family business, and even teach loved ones to scope for long-range financial values, such as ensuring that all your descendants can afford to go to college or make a down payment on a home. Constantia Life's heritage preservation cover will help you pass your values, standards and principles down to future generations, and it will work with your financial and estate planning to keep your family and your assets together and strong for many generations. Because at Constantia Life, we believe that planning for the future of your money is a good idea, and planning for the future of your family is even better.